Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. Today I'm going to see what I can dig up for you on Ethereum and the ETFs. And I'm going to tell you why the dam is about to bust. We're going to look at all this, and then remember in the backdrop, all of it's a conspiracy. There we go. Guys, as you can see, I just got done doing some construction work here around the office, and or some hoeing. I just got, it's a backhoe. I just got done hoeing here at the office. And, you know, I was looking at the Ethereum ETF stuff, and you know, it's really interesting. One of the institutions that it was revealed was really pushing the Ethereum ETF to get approval was what? It's Fidelity. And you say, oh man, Fidelity's in the game. We love it. They've got some custodian services. They've got some crypto services. We know Fidelity does some things, right? But here is the big thing that you didn't know probably about Fidelity. The three largest holders of Fidelity: BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, the usual suspects. So what that means is it's actually BlackRock and Vanguard putting pressure. And I hope you guys watched my video the other day. Don't fall into the narrative that Vanguard is against crypto. Guys, that's all a setup. BlackRock owns most of or a lot of Vanguard. Like, come on, guys. Vanguard owns more of BlackRock than BlackRock does. Okay? So you have to think of it in terms of the bigger picture here. So as we look back and we see Fidelity pushing for this approval, a lot of these, ETF companies or ETF institutions, or what do they call them? Not providers, but not supplier. The plug, I don't know, the ETF plug, I guess. The ETF plugs had to go back and amend and remove something around staked Ethereum, which maybe I'm confused on, because I thought staked Ethereum was the way they were all going to go, and Franklin Templeton and Greg Scanlon said that's what they were going to do. And maybe now it's a total reversal on this, and everybody's going not staked because they're saying state could be a security. I don't know. I'm going to look more into the details of this a little bit later today, but that's not what's important. What's important for you guys to understand is why the crypto markets are about to explode, why altcoin season is here, why Ethereum is about to frickin' rip. The approval is coming, guys. The approval is coming. It's all a setup. Remember, it's all a setup. They do this to us on purpose. They fake us out, and then boom. That's why you got to remember, this is why it's so important to watch a video like I made back in December, where I forecasted what I thought the entire year would look like. And the reason for that is because so far it's played out exactly like I said. During different time periods, I've kind of wavered myself, like, I don't know, maybe it's not going to happen in my large scale predictions based on the Bitcoin halving cycle and my idea of a compressed cycle. They've all turned out to be exactly correct. I mean, or almost exactly. Go watch the video. And so the point is sometimes, you know, you waver back and forth, and sometimes you're steadfast. And whoa, what the heck? There's a dog. There's a dog. Wow. There's a dog. This dog is licking me. This dog just licked the back of my calf. And look, I am all for some calf licking, but I don't know this little fella. Well, I mean, as long as he's friendly and he's not gonna. Did you guys see that? That was, whoa, golly. I felt a little wet spot back there. I said, what is, oh gosh, something's licking me. It was a dog, sure enough. I guess all the construction I did over here, all my hoeing, I guess the word's out. But look, okay, so back to my point here about the Ethereum ETFs. I kind of forgot where I was, but the point is, remember, it's all a setup because they're going to fake us out. They want us to be thinking one thing and come in this other way. And I told you guys early this year that I was told it looked like Ethereum approval would come in May. Like, that's what I was told. And we stuck to that until the last kind of holdout. We're like, it's obviously not happening, guys. Everybody's telling us it's not happening. It's not happening. I got to throw it out. And here we are. So look, here's the thing. This is what you have to understand about the narrative. And this is why it's also important to understand the narratives. I want you to think about this, guys. Let's go back just a little bit to when consensus. Now, I'm not talking about the conference that I'll be at next week. Cassie and I'll be there next week, and Jay Chains, of course. I'm not talking about that consensus. I'm talking about the Ethereum company that's behind MetaMask, consensus. One is spelled with an E, one spelled with a Y, long story. Joseph Lubin is behind this consensus that we are referring to. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was suddenly out of nowhere suddenly out of nowhere, we got this story that there was a letter sent to the Ethereum Foundation. Oh God, where did this, who leaked this? It was right there on the blockchain the whole time and nobody saw it until they wanted you to see it, until they were ready for someone to notice it. And here it is, guys. Ethereum got a letter. We don't know what it is, we don't know who it's from, but they got a letter. Okay, cool. Now, follow along here, okay? I'm gonna map out the way that crypto markets, specifically here, because this is what I know about, are manipulated by the Both Children family to make as much money on the moves as possible. Now, keep in mind, there's plenty of others, not just the Both Children family, there's plenty of smaller entities, like Coinbase Ventures, for instance, that has their own, and CoinDesk, Bullish Global, that have their own kind of narratives that they write as well on top of the other stuff. But the bigger stuff, guys, just watch this, okay? You've got the consensus all of a sudden sues the SEC, or I can't remember if it was they sued the SEC or they put pressure on the SEC, whatever it was, okay? What happens is you have Ethereum Foundation gets a letter, okay? And then a few weeks later, the company consensus puts out this big kind of press push about the SEC sending them a Wells notice over Ethereum, possibly being an SEC or, a security or something like that. So all of a sudden, consensus puts this pressure on the SEC publicly. So now they kind of have to come out and talk about this, that, hey, yeah, it's true, guys. It's true. We are the SEC and we have been investigating Ethereum. It's true, guys. It's true. We've been investigating them. We're not going to tell you more details, but here it is. That's what got confirmed, right? So now we're all thinking, remember what I told you? Now we're all thinking, there's no way it's get approved. There's no way. The SEC is going after consensus. Gary Gensler, blah. And then look, and then look. So, guys, it goes further than this. This is not everything, okay? Then, now, okay, you look at what is going on right now with the digital asset bill that just got passed yesterday, or voted on, passed, whatever it is. And I told you guys that this bill coming up would be able to pump the markets, and boom, there we went. We did it on Monday, just like I called it on Sunday. I did call it on Sunday, money explosion, boom, explosion, okay? But now we look, okay? Now we come and we look at what's happening with the SEC. All of a sudden, the SEC has been forced out of nowhere due to political pressure to do a U-turn on the Ethereum ETF. That's it, right? Nothing literally happened. It's just political pressure. Because now the SEC got their power taken away by big bad Congress, and the CFTC are heroes. A hero awaits. A hero appears. The CFTC, the heroes of crypto, they're going to come in and they're going to replace the SEC and the CFTC. They're in charge now, and they've got the best of intentions for all of us. Guys, this whole entire thing, you can't make this stuff up, guys. This whole entire thing for like the last 4 months has been a setup for Ethereum to be thought it was dead, so it would get a 20% pump so these mother chuckers can make a zillion dollars on leverage. That's what happened. All of that. The SEC, and if you don't think for a second, because remember, it's not just the end game here. It wasn't just the end game getting here. We're still not at end game yet. We may see some insane FUD out of nowhere after now we're guaranteed approval soon. Right? That could be the next step. But remember, it's not the end goal. It wasn't getting the SEC to go along with this and, consensus playing their part and Joseph Lubin playing his part. Like, it's not about all of these people, doing their part to get to one end goal. There is no end goal. There's no end goal. once the Ethereum ETF is approved, then it's just on to the next market, the next thing. It's just a stop. It's a checkpoint. It's a checkpoint. There's no end game for any of this. Every single checkpoint, there are major checkpoints that are like milestones, like getting Ethereum ETF approved. And then you've got several checkpoints along the way, like, okay, now's the consensus investigation. So everybody's scared of Ethereum. Okay, let's play it off and say it's not a big deal. Let's have a positive story about Ethereum ETF. Okay, all right, here we go. SEC, it is out clear. They do believe Ethereum is a security since it is now proof of stake. Oh God, guys, it's definitely not getting approved now. Oh my God, Congress takes away SEC's power. Here we go. Oh my God, the SEC has a U-turn on ETF approval for Ethereum because of political pressure. Boom. Guys, it is if you can't see this stuff, I don't know what to tell you. It's the most obvious stuff when you step back and look at it. And what we've got to do a better job of is learning how to play off of the individual narratives and be able to watch and say, okay, we know the Ethereum ETF is going to improve. I was told it's going to improve. We know it's going to improve. Let's watch the steps along the way and try to make the money on the checkpoints and the milestones and not worry about making all the money the day the ETF's approved. That's not what happens, guys. But remember, accumulate. Love you guys. Be back with a live show after my fight, June 15th. Hopefully, who knows, maybe we'll even be in a different studio. All right, guys, be blessed. BitBoy out.